Hey guys, this is Morbid Cheese. I'm gonna continue on with Kill All Love. Sorry, I just cut the previous one off because it was a little bit over time. So let's continue. We are in our apartment, and then Anna has moved right across us, and we just told Anna that we're in a relationship with Grace, and Anna wanted to see Grace, but Grace wasn't there, so then we left. It was already unlocked because Grace is home. I slipped in and shut the door in Anna's face. In the apartment, I found I could breathe freely again. Son of talk to this girl, be friends with her? Not a chance. She creeped the hell out of me. Writing all this down, I can see why Grace thought I was overreacting. The plain facts of it doesn't seem that bad at all. A friend I hadn't seen in years noticed me at my workplace, talked to me a bit, then happened to move in right next to me. But I knew right from the start there was something off about her. That's not something to ignore. Paranoid? Yeah. But in this case, I was right to be paranoid. It's because I let my guard down that all that stuff happened. Still no word from the doctor about when I'll be able to get out of here. In fact, I haven't seen him in days. I hope he's just busy. What if something happened to him? Is the paranoia talking again? No, that's not paranoia. That's just plain stupid. Anna can't make a doctor disappear and get away with it. But I've got to say, if this doctor did disappear, it wouldn't be much of a loss to the hospital, I think. I'll have to ask him to give me some neck exercises I can do. My neck hurts from craning my head to the side all the time to look at the sky. Well, at least the weather is bad now. I'm not looking there as much. It's weird how a little neck pain is causing me trouble with how broken and battered the rest of me is. No, I shouldn't mention my neck to him. They might turn up my dosage. And what'll I do then with my brain turning mush? Maybe then I'd be happy. In any case, I have things to do. I need a clear mind to do them. I hope that what I'm writing makes sense. I hope I haven't gone down the rabbit hole already and all I'm doing is scrolling line after line of meaningless chicken scratch. But that'd be pretty funny, I guess. In a pretty unfunny way. August 12. Anna's brownies were tasty. I didn't have any, but Grace said so. I wanted to throw the brownies into the trash, but Grace caught wind of them too quickly. She's like a bloodhound when it comes to sweet stuff, chocolate especially. I had to explain where I got them. Huh, weird. I know, right? There's no way it's a coincidence. Yeah, there must be a sign. Is there a difference? A sign of what? That she's stalking me? You know, it is weird that she's stalking me, since she knew where I lived, but she didn't know about Grace. I mean, she couldn't have known with how surprised she was. I don't think she was acting. Was it just a coincidence then? No, absolutely not. That I refuse to accept. I think I'll go say hi. I could make something for her too. Do we have any butter left? I want to bake her cookies. Yeah, and then you'll eat most of it on your own. Hey! I don't see the point of going to visit her though. We'll see more than enough of her anyway. We live so close by. We're neighbors. I want us to get started on the right foot. And maybe she and I could be friends. I think that'd be nice. I wrapped my arms around her. Of course. You deserve that, but please find a friend that's not her. Why? Once again, I couldn't probably explain why. I couldn't put it down as anything more than a hunch, a gut feeling I get whenever I was near her. I've at least got to see her for myself, to see if she's really such a horrible person. Trust me, you're better off without it. The next day in the afternoon, I was lying down on our sofa. I was nursing a headache that been with me since morning. Grace told me she'd be right back. She went out of the apartment with something in her hands, and then a smell of freshly baked cookies wafted out of the kitchen. Gosh, I'm hungry now. It still took me about 2 minutes to piece the puzzle together. Ah, spleb blab. I'll just say, shingles, I whispered. I was immediately up. Not good, not good. Panic struck me harder than I would expect. It was like when Grace seen Anna all by herself. Some vulnerable part of me was exposed. I wanted to bring Grace back and lock the door and keep her safe, and never ever let her out of my sight. But I also didn't want to go in there. I just stood there, head in my hands, wondering what the heck to do. All at once I was telling myself to go there, you coward, but also to stay here, you idiot. And somewhere far away a tiny little voice, very tiny, very little, was telling me I was overreacting. Sorry, I was a little bit scared of the sound because I think I pressed it too early. Then came the sound of glass breaking. It had come from where else? Anna's apartment. I went to the wall that separated our apartments. Now there was no sound at all, nothing to explain the crash. I finally overcame my cowardice. I dashed out of our apartment to hers. Alright. When I got there, I saw broken glass and blood, and Grace kneeling down, and Anna stood above her, and they were both smiling. They stopped when they noticed me there, out of breath and confused. Jack? Hi, Jack. Did you decide to join us? No, what the hell is going on? This? Anna waved her hand on the floor, all the bits of glass, white ceramic actually. There were also scattered cookies and drops of blood. Yes, that! Just looking at the blood made me feel sick, like I was going to throw up, but I couldn't peel my eyes away from it. I've always been like that around blood. I never had the stomach for it. Grace was picking up the broken pieces of ceramic. There was a little accident. An accident? Yes, what else? Grace, what happened? It's my fault, really. The cookies were harder than I thought, so I dropped the whole plate. And it was Anna's plate, too. Be careful, Grace, you might cut yourself. She's cut herself already, look. Huh? She only now seemed to notice the blood around her. But I... Grace checked her hands, turned them around a few times to see from every angle, but found no cuts there. It's not me. It's my blood. What? Anna was, I just noticed, her left hand tightly with her right. Oh, sorry, did I skip a word? Holding her left hand tightly with her right. There was little blood still trickling from between her knuckles. Oh no! Grace's hands hovered around Anna's. She looked willing to help, but afraid she'd do something wrong. How did this even happen? I tried to pick up some of the pieces. They're pretty sharp, aren't they? Hang on, Anna. I'm fine. I don't need you to do anything. The way Anna said that was so forceful, almost harsh. Grace backed away. I can still help. She remembered I was there. Jack, go get some gauze. We have gauze? Oh, useless. Frustrated, more frustrated than I've seen her before, Grace ran off to get the gauze herself. She left me there in the belly of the beast. I tried being polite. Shame about the cookies. A real shame. I didn't get to eat a single one. Well, actually. She picked one up with the free fingers of her left hand. Some of her blood got on the cookie. Before I could say anything, she ate it in one bite. Shingles. It's not bad at all. They're still warm. Do you want one? I'll pass. Gosh, you make me sick. That's not a very nice thing to say, Jack. If anyone else said it. But I'll forgive you. She licked her lips. I should have left, but I was like a frog being stared down by a snake. I wonder what's taking Grace so long. She must be flustered, poor girl. So much worry about a teeny little cut. It's not serious? It's not. How'd you know? I've seen lots of cuts. I can imagine. Anna laughed. I'm a nurse. That I couldn't imagine. It's still hard to believe, though. I see proof of it every day. There's a lot of blood. You don't believe me? Look. She showed me her hand. The cut ran from the base of her thumb towards the middle of her hand. The wound was thin but long and ragged. The skin around the wound was pale and moist, showing how fresh the cut was. I could have puked. Oh, it doesn't look bad. Don't worry, it won't even scar. Stop that. You're really up. I don't remember what I was going to say, but it wasn't nice in any case. What stopped me was Grace coming back. Sorry. There wasn't any gauze. Here. She brought a roll of pink toilet paper. I hope this is good enough. Pink toilet paper. Thank you, Grace. But I don't need it. You don't? No. See? The blood stopped. Anna flashed me a smile. The corners of her mouth were still red. August 13. Good day today. Didn't see Anna once. But enough of that. After what happened, where I left off yesterday, I was sure Grace and I were on the same page. But no. In the end, I was the one who cleaned up that bloody mess on the floor. I threw away the cookies before Anna could get her hands on any more. Back in our apartment, Grace let out a long sigh. What a mess, am I right? Yeah, it was all my fault. I met Emma. You did just meet her, right? Yes. And? Well, I can see why you've been avoiding her. If that's what you mean. Thank you. She's beautiful. I thought she would be some shy little girl or a crazy cat lady or something. But she's like a model. What? No! Don't try to deny it, Jack. It's why you don't want to go near her, isn't it? You don't want to be tempted. I shook my head. I really didn't see her that way. Now, with a little more perspective, I can say it's true. What a waste of good looks. She's much more beautiful than me. Hey, don't say that. She's not. She is. Grace dropped her gaze to stare at her hands. And she wasn't mad that I ruined her plate. She wasn't scared of the blood either. She was just so... I took her hands in mine. They were cold. Grace? Jack? You're beautiful and kind. More beautiful and kind than any other girl in the world. I'm lucky as hell to have you. My cheeks burned. I must have looked like a tomato. I wasn't used to saying stuff like this. I mean it. Wait, sorry, my voice suddenly just turned too deep. I mean it. So don't say stuff like that. Okay. Oh. Grace blinked like she'd just woken up. Oh. I've been saying a lot of dumb stuff, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm a real hassle, huh? No, don't say that. And don't say you're sorry either. You've done nothing to feel sorry for. She apologized way too often. August 15. I didn't write anything yesterday. The pain in my leg made it so I couldn't focus. It's been hurting like blah 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 these past few days. I gave in and asked the doctor about it. He's fine, by the way. Didn't disappear or anything. Must have taken a few days off. I asked him about the pain. I asked if he could do anything about it. Apparently the pain is a good sign. I think that's what he said. So I guess my leg is healing alright. But it still hurts. When the doctor went away, I complained out loud that it hurts. One of the other patients must have thought that I was talking to him. The patients here now are not the same guys I mentioned before. Maybe one is, but that's all. The others went away to another part of the hospital or home, or maybe to the morgue. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. So I said something about how my leg hurt, and a guy on the bed next to mine, a kid actually, can't be more than 18 or 19, starts talking to me. I think he was saying how he's in a lot of pain too. I couldn't understand most of it though. His jaw has been wired shut. Anything he tries to say turns to moans and lots of drool. Then a nurse came in, not Anna, and told him he shouldn't speak if he wants his mouth to get better. So he shut up. Not much else has happened. But my leg really is bothering me. It's in deep pain. It doesn't feel like it's healing. It feels wrong in a way that made my teeth hurt too. I'll stop at the leg now. I have to get my mind off it. It hurts so much. I'll check where I left it the day before yesterday and go from there. You're not coming with us? Again? No, I don't feel like it. But Anna is so great to hang out with. Yesterday we went window shopping. Then we went to a cafe. And then we had ice cream in the park. Sounds fun. It was. Anna is a really interesting person. You should give her a chance. I want us all to be friends. So please come along. No, I'll pass. Sorry. A moment later, Anna came in without knocking. She never knocked anymore. Ready, Grace? Yes, in a minute. Grace heaved a sigh. Are you sure you don't want to go? Yes, I'm sure. Go have fun without me. Okay then, some other time. We kissed. Have fun. We will. Bye. Grace and Anna became friends. Good friends, very soon after they first met. I was against it, but I found it hard to complain seeing Grace so happy. We spent quite a lot of time together. Whenever I said anything about this, Grace would tease me. She'd say I was jealous, but she would also invite me to come with. I always declined. I eventually got used to it, and things were quiet for a while. Once at the store, I was applying discounts during work hours. It should have been done before we opened up, but someone has been slacking off. I won't point fingers. It was Don, the old guy. So I was the one stuck wondering what kind of dog food the minus 20% should go on or something like that. The lists they gave us were always terrible, so full of corrections you could barely read them. As I was about to choose at random where to apply the discount sticker, someone put a hand on my shoulder. Oh, Anna. Oh, that's me, sorry. Oh, Anna. There was a tightness in my chest, but it passed within seconds. As I said, I'd gotten used to it. She didn't scare me anymore. Hi. How are you, Jack? I'm alright, thanks. Hey, random question. Do you like big dogs or small dogs? Huh? Big dog, I guess. I see. I bent down and placed the sticker, reducing the price of the dog food that had one of those wiener dogs on the packaging. Grace is in the break room, by the way. I know, I was just there. But I wanted to see you. Yeah? Why? I haven't seen you at all for the past week, you know. Didn't you notice? I guess. I was called into work a lot, and you must have been busy here too. Yep, busy. We should meet more often. After all these years apart, we must have a lot of stories to tell, huh? Yeah, maybe. Jack, you mentioned dogs, right? Right. Was that because of Buddy? Who's Buddy? Oh. So you really don't remember anything? No. I don't remember this Buddy, and I don't remember knowing you either. Of course now I know about Buddy. I don't remember his breed, or how old he was, or anything other than his name, really. But I do know of him. A certain picture book told me. That's really too bad. But it'll all come back to you, I'm sure. Who knows? But he was a really sweet dog. He liked him a lot. I shrugged. And he loved you. But then again, that dog loved everyone. He was so trusting. Too trusting. I'm sure he was. Are you really fine with not knowing about so much of your life, Jack? Yeah, I am. I'm used to it by now. I think it would feel weird if I could remember, actually. I suppose it's easier in a way. There are some things best forgotten after all, aren't there? Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course there are. And I wish some of those things would have the decency to stay forgotten. Why mention it now, though? Oh, no reason. I was just a little curious. Uh-huh. I didn't believe her. I sensed that there was something in particular she wanted me to remember. I do know what that is now, but I still don't know why she wants me to remember what she did. Is it some sick form of love? Or does she just want to finish the job? Is it both? I don't know. I really don't. Her mind is as much of a mystery to me now as it ever was. Interlude, Anna in Wonderland. Dear Diary, I found him. It was beautiful. It was like fate. It was fate. As soon as I came to the city, I caught the scent in the air. A little, but mostly I smelled homeless people and gasoline. Why did you go all the way out here, Jack? You love nature, the smell of pines, where we grew up. I was ready to spend weeks looking for you, Jack. Or months. Years if I had to. I even got a job at the hospital here. They're understaffed, so it was easy. But there you were, in the first store I went to. I didn't even go in to look for you. Fate. But you were a little strange. Surely you recognized me. I haven't changed that much, have I? I mean, it's been a while and I have tried to make myself pretty for you. In every way I can think of. But you knew it was me, right? I knew it was you. You haven't forgotten me. Were you pretending? Playing a game? Yes, that must be it. Well, I love to wait and see what you're doing, dear, but I've been a patient girl for far too long. Dear Diary, Friday. Jack Friday. I knew he changed his name to that, but it's just so funny, isn't it? We'll have to change it back, Jack, for when we're married. I want the real one to follow my first name. Jack Friday. It made me giggle when I saw it in your employer records, darling. I just had a peek, nothing more, just to see where you live. I wanted to follow you home at first, but then I thought, hey, wouldn't it be insanely romantic if the next time I saw you were sorry, if the next time I saw you, we lived right next to each other? I know you're playing your little game of you don't know me anymore, but that's not too much, is it? Being neighbors? You won't be angry, right? Even if it makes you angry, I have to at least do this, right? I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of being by myself. I waited this long already. I've prepared for you so much. Maybe you won't be mad. Please don't be mad. Please. P.S. One other thing, darling. That street where you live, isn't it in a terrible part of town? Run down and cheap and even dangerous? I haven't been here for long, but I think that's right. Is that part of your game too? And working in a store? That must be it as well. Someone like you should never work there. Instead, you should be a... Gosh, I can't even imagine what. And isn't that perfect? I don't want you working anywhere. I want you all for me. Dear Diary, the street is worse than I thought. Gosh, the smell. Do you really know what you're doing, Jack? No, I shouldn't doubt you, I know. The rent is cheap, at least. Very cheap. But more important than that or anything else, there was a vacancy right next door to your apartment. I can't wait to move in. We'll be neighbors. I'll see so much of you, it will make me drunk. Dear Diary, what a beautiful dump. I said this to the landlord when I brought my things here. He thought I was complaining. He said I should have checked out the apartment before I rented it. He is an idiot. There could be a swarm of rats or roaches living in the apartment, or crack addicts for that matter, and I wouldn't give a darn. But still, I can't keep it dirty forever. I have to practice my homemaking skills. Time to make this dump a home. Dear Diary, just back from a quick jog. Gotta stay in shape, and the brownies are just about done. I know, I should have kept an eye on them. But I've been doing this for long enough, you know. The brownies are perfect, not burnt, not raw, just right. I hope he likes them. Jack, I don't know if I can go on. Who is this girl? I'm the one for you, the only one for you, and yet you... I know this is part of your plan, but you didn't have to do it this way. Why are you being so cruel? I have to work now. I don't care. I'll go sleep. Dear Diary, I cried all the bad feelings out. Things don't seem nearly as bad now. Jack is testing me, so I have to show him I have what it takes. This is nothing at all. I can do this. Dear Diary, I met her today, Grace. I hope she doesn't get in the way. She's a sweet girl, but she's clumsy. She dropped a plate, my plate too, of cookies, and there were cookies and broken pieces of porcelain everywhere. I'm pretty clumsy too, I guess. I cut myself on a shard when I tried to pick it up. Jack came in just as I got cut. He must have sensed I was hurt. There was a lot of blood for a wound so small. The blood reminded me of that time. It always does. I showed it to Jack. He looked like he was gonna vomit. Great acting, Jack. I love you. Dear Diary, I've gotten better at playing along with Jack's little game. I see him a lot more now everywhere I go. Nearly half of those times, I'm not even trying to make our paths cross. Fate. I'm also seeing Grace a lot more. She's always asking me to go somewhere with her or to chat, and she's always coming over to my apartment. Without Jack. She's become a real bother, honestly. But I act nice. That girl tells me things about Jack after all. Though of course she doesn't know anything about him that I don't. That's because she doesn't really know Jack. But now I know what he's pretending to be like. He told Grace that he has amnesia. It's a little unoriginal, Jack, don't you think? That's okay though. She believes you. That dumb little. Dear Diary, I'm troubled. I'm starting to think that Jack is not pretending. So I'm gonna make a save here quickly. What if he really had forgotten all about me? No, I can't have that. I need a sign, Jack. Just one little sign. So that I know you remember. One sign. Anything is fine. Dear Diary, Jack doesn't remember me. I'm pretty sure of it now. He doesn't remember anything. Darn. But that's a good thing. He hasn't been acting cold on purpose. I'll give his memory a little jog, and that'll be that. Good as new. But this also means that he's serious about that Grace girl. We can't have that. No, no. I'm starting to see her true colors. She's a filthy seductress, alright. She's also an idiot. She invited me for dinner tomorrow at her apartment. Their apartment. Her and Jack's apartment. The apartment they're sharing together. Without me. August 16. Terrible day. Really awkward. Anna was hovering. Oh, sorry. This is Jack, sorry. August 16. Terrible day. Really awkward. Anna was hovering around me all day. I swear she was here for more than 2 shifts. How the bell does that work? I couldn't write at all. She's only gone now and it's after midnight. I guess I should have marked this date, this 17th then, not the 16th. Oh, who cares? Now I have to write in the dark, but that's fine. I don't see it being a problem. Wait, hang on, why is it in the dark? Oh, she's hovering around him, so he can't write. So not long after, did I write about how Anna came to see me at the store that one time? Yeah, I did. Not long after that, Grace invited Anna over for dinner. She could have told me before asking Anna. Not that I would have said no, but I didn't have an excuse to say no. But I mean, she only told me about the dinner a few hours before it. Yes, I was preparing for a really relaxed evening. And all of a sudden, Grace says we should start making dinner. And oh no, I forgot to tell you, Jack. Wait, sorry, let me just go back a little. Oh yeah, Grace said we should start making dinner. And oh no, I forgot to tell you, Jack. I shouldn't be so bitter and childish. People forget. It happens. She didn't mean anything bad by it. It still rubbed me the wrong way though. Anna was going to invade my home and be there for hours. And I'm pretty sure I had every right to be angry about that. No, I'm sure. I should have sent her packing the first time I saw her. And then when she moved in next to us and a million times after that. I should have. The fault is mine. So yeah, dinner. The food tastes amazing, Jack. Thanks. Chapter 4, goodbye. Thanks, I barely made anything. That's not true, is it? You were in charge of the rice. Yeah, the rice. It and mushy. I think it's delicious. Anna ate it like it was the tastiest thing in the world. An idea popped into my mind. If I bore her, she might leave early. Thanks. But the chicken is much better. And it's incredible how you can make anything decent in the oven we have, Grace. Oh, don't talk about the oven, Jack. It's embarrassing. I'll bet you've never seen a greasier oven, Anna. I swear to God. Oh, I bet you've never seen a greasier oven, Anna. I swear to gosh. I tried to clean it, but nothing works. I don't know what the previous owners did to it to make it that dirty. And that's not even the biggest problem, is it, you said? Yes. The light in the oven barely works. And don't get me started on heating. It's so sketchy. Yeah, all of that. And you still managed to make something this good. What do you say, Anna? It's tasty. It reminds me of home. Have you tried remembering what home was like, Jack? I swallowed, choked, and coughed. What's with that all of a sudden? Anna smiled and went on eating. I was just wondering. No, I haven't tried to remember what home was like. I don't see why I have to. I'm fine without it. Alright. It's a shame, though. Tough. Jack? Yeah? What is it, Grace? I'm with Anna on this one. You are? Yes. Even after you said you were fine with me deciding what goes on in my head? I'm trying to think of what's best for you. That's right. You can't spend your life running away from the past. Face it now, be a man. It's not healthy to lock so much of yourself away. It can't be. You have to agree, Jack. I didn't reply. I was eviscerating a chicken drumstick. Anna, I didn't tell you this, but at night, at least once a week, Jack, that's enough. I banged my fist on the table, then was immediately ashamed that I lost my temper, but I couldn't back down. This has got to do with me and me only. Stay the hell out of it, both of you. Do you understand? Huh. Why are you so... it's no good. I never gotten this angry before. I needed to be alone. Okay, to be honest, I kind of want to eat food right now. Everything was so yummy. I walked off to another room, but that didn't help. I could still hear their murmurs and their whispering. They were talking about me. I was dressed in a hurry. Huh? What are you going out, Jack? I nodded. Have fun. Wait, don't go. I'm sorry I keep insisting so much. You know I'm trying to help, right? Yeah. Then please don't be mad. I couldn't stop being angry. It was stronger than me. Could you do just one thing for me? Just so I know I did all I could. Do what? Can you say you're fine with... No. Please say that you don't want to remember. Can you do that for me? Of course. I hesitated longer than I thought I would. Suddenly it struck me I was being childish as hell. But in the end my anger and my stubbornness won over. I don't want to remember. There. Are you happy now? I wanted things to stay as they were. That's all I ever wanted, for nothing to change. Because for once I was happy. Well, I'm sorry. You should be. I walked out. By the time I came back, Grace was gone. August 17. I came back hours later after a little drinking and a lot of pointless wandering. The apartment was empty. Her things were gone. But I only realized that after I read the letter. The letter was on a table, next to her half-finished dinner. There was a key next to the letter too, her key to the apartment. I remember the letter word for word, so why don't I write it here? Wouldn't that be fun? Jack, it said, I can't stay with you anymore. You're only going to make yourself more miserable, and I can't help you. And I can't watch you do this to yourself. I pray there's someone who can help you like I couldn't, and I hope you'll be happy. Goodbye. Grace didn't need to sign the message. I would have recognized those neat letters anywhere. I've seen the same handwriting during our brief year together, and dozens, if not hundreds of little notes. Shift schedules, reminders to buy snacks or milk, things like that. There were in fact at least half a dozen of the yellow post-its she used still around the apartment. Seeing them hurt. There were a lot of other things Grace hadn't taken with her too. Socks, pants, a few undershirts, a scarf, one pair of shoes. A sweater she really liked too. She would have worn the sweater while napping in the evening. It was all evidence of how much of a hurry she'd been in to get away from me. Now I know better. Morning, everyone. The patients will greet her. I do too. Well. I'm happy to see you finally stopped being Mr. Grumpy. Well, you know, do you feel better? Does the leg still hurt? I'm a little better, I guess. At peace. That's great. You'll be up on your feet in no time, I'm sure. Feel free to come back home. I laugh like hell. Anna probably doesn't see what's so funny. She smiles vacantly. I guess she does love me in her own way. It doesn't matter though. Remembering the pain she caused me has given me conviction. My heart is set on killing her. August 18. My health is vastly improving. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause here. Next part will be continued.